Bologna to Belgium. Oostende looking to build on some really super form in the last 2 weeks. 2 wins in the Basketball Champions League. Aspirations for making postseason play, but a win at home is an absolute must. Here's the schedule for Group D. 2 games have already taken place yesterday with wins for Besiktas, which was crucial. And Prometheus came from behind to win on the road. Bayreuth and Strasbourg currently playing while these 2 teams warm up. And a win for Oostende will put them right back in the mix with the potential for qualification for the playoffs. But in their way, the current leaders of the group, Segafredo versus Bologna with a 7-1 record. And you can see Oostende 3-5. That puts them 2 games out of the qualification spot. So a win here, really a must. So the roster for Bologna, highlighted Kevin Punter, has really had a tough season. Tony Taylor as well in the backcourt is a really nice combination. Bledsoe Aradori had a really nice game in the game day 2 clash between these 2 teams that saw Bologna win comfortably by 29 points. But that was about a ridiculous second quarter, 22-3 in the second quarter, and the overall middle of the game 49-17 in quarters 2 and 3 as the Italian club, with all the history of European competition, took Oostende apart. This Oostende roster has really found a way, and has finally found a way to win in Basketball Champions League. Back-to-back wins in the last 2 games, and contributions across this roster. If you look back to game day 2, only Yannick Dezilon, number 13, got into double digits for Oostende, as they literally were taken apart in Italy. So Bologna introduced to the crowd. And Oostende now introduced with all the pomp that you'd expect of the home team. Arena building up in terms of crowd nicely. And there's nothing like a series of wins to really get confidence, because they've been in so many games and have ended up on the wrong end of the result. Well, back-to-back wins, all of a sudden you think you know how to win, and this team is in that place right now. A win at home, crucial going into the Christmas break, will put them on a 5-4 record, sorry, a 6-5 record. And I'll get that right, a 4-5 record, finally get it right. And that really does give them a really outstanding opportunity to make the postseason. Durzic, last man out. And Coach Zerka and Coach Scaliapenti exchange the handshake at the half. Scaliapenti really experienced in the Basketball Champions League. Bologna, what a history they have of European competitions. Have won the EuroLeague in 2001, the Euro Challenge in 2009, won the Cup Winners, the old Cup Winners competition in 1990. They were one of the greats of European basketball. Now back at the top table, looking to recover those glories. Mr. Kondi, Cornelis and Suslov from Spain, Cyprus and Estonia will take charge of this evening's game. Their teamwork, as we always say, as important as the two teams out there warming up at the moment. It'll be a little unfair, but I think it's a pretty good analysis. Oostende have found ways to lose games in the Basketball Champions League. The last 2 weeks, they've found ways to win games. So Bologna, with only the one defeat, are a huge test for the Belgian champions. Multiple Belgian champions currently sit at the top of the Belgian league with only one loss. Didn't play last weekend. Starting lineup for Bologna with Tony Taylor and punter in the backcourt. Aradori at the shooting guard as well. Mbaye and Quale on the inside. Quale's having a marvelous season. Had 15 points against Oostende in the corresponding fixture on game day 2. Had a great last season also in the Basketball Champions League, and is one of the most highly respected big men playing in the Champions League this year. Stefano Scapolapenti, the head coach, vastly experienced, knows what it takes to win at the highest level. And I think they feel they have a chance with this Bologna lineup, maybe not to win this year, but to really leave their mark on the Champions League, their first year back in European competition. Currently 5th with a 5-5 record in Serie A in Italy. And they had a very good 10-point win on the road in Pistoia. Oostende starting lineup, there's on the inside. Sisi at the small forward, that's a key role for him. Kestelut, as we always say, has to get things going offensively. Dusan Djordjevic has to share it. He's got less pressure on him to score than he's had in a couple of seasons in the Champions League for Oostende. So he has to get rid of the basketball, has to get the ball moving. And Coach Juka will be very happy if he can distribute the basketball and make people around him better and give them the ability to play. Well, Belgian basketball still on and up. The men's team currently trying to get out of the Eurobasket pre-qualifiers after having a disappointing World Cup, but look sure to make the qualifiers for Eurobasket 2021.
Don't spend a foul, push on in the middle. First offense for Brian. Okay,
Well, as you just heard, they want to move the ball through the middle of the floor. First offense for Brian, and that'll be Brian Quale. And Quale is a focal point for Bologna's offense. And if you just heard that, that's a key. For me, Oostende have to compete physically. They were absolutely dominated on the inside when they took the trip to Italy. They have to physically make a statement and make that statement early. Even if, in making that statement, they may pick up some fouls, I think it's even more important than anything else if they make that statement.
Starting 5, Bologna, number 0, Punter, number 7, Taylor, number 21, Aradori, number 24, Mbaye, number 41, Quale. We verwelkomen natuurlijk ook vanavond onze hoofdsponsor Filou, de sponsors Holiday Suites, TUI, provincie West-Vlaanderen en luchthavenbrug Oostende en ook Hyundai Division. Van harte welkom hier in de Versluiszone.
Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Versluizdome in Oostende. The home team in the yellow, Bologna in the black. Big win, big win needed for the home team. And it'll be Bologna that will get first look at it in the half court. Tony Taylor gets the offense moving. The old pick and roll. Quali underneath, wants, gets, goes to work on the inside, goes with a jump hook, doesn't get the roll. Defensive rebound is owned by Kestelut. And Djordjevic, I think you're going to judge Djordjevic's performance by how little he dribbles the ball tonight. He has to distribute it. Lassis puts it on the floor, looks inside, drops the beautiful little bounce pass, and unfortunately, Yannick de Silon can't handle it. Beautiful pass, knocked away. Quali gets a piece. So both teams going right to the gut of the defense, trying to go to the inside early. Taylor and picks up an offensive foul.
Offensive foul number 24 by first foul.
Djordjevic again in the backcourt. Cannot over dribble, cannot say this enough. Got to move the basketball. Has it on the ball reversal, already on the second side. Sideline pick and roll. Djordjevic with a pull up is no good for two. And Bologna a chance to play in transition. Taylor pushes, stops and pops from the foul line. He's short. Neither team really getting into any offensive rhythm. Assis puts it on the floor, looks to attack it. Djordjevic, ball movement is good. Beautiful little finish by Chase Filou. And that's why they have to keep the ball off the floor. The pass was just caught and passed. Defense couldn't adjust. Filou gets the easy penetration. Ball's knocked away, turnover, chance to run. Filou. And that's going to be a charge. Out of control. The graphic will catch up soon because Oostende have the 2-0 lead. Tony Taylor. Aradori off the down screen, looks to move it on. Quali wants and gets on the inside. Goes to the middle, inside, outside, great hands. Filou gets a piece, the two is good. Right at the bottom of the shot clock. Mbaye gets the two. French forward really has had a nice season already here in Bologna. Djordjevic penetrates off the glass for two, is no good. And Gleason does a great job. Zirong just got balance, used his body well, gets the two. Taylor in the lane, needs to kick, does kick. Aradori steps back for three, is short. And the defensive rebound is Filou's, and he's having a nice start to the game. Djordjevic again. Well, they give him the foul line jump shot, and they're going to be quite happy if no one else touches the basketball. Penetration to the hoop, punter can't get it to go. Djordjevic moves it on, nice pass. Oh, and a nice finish. And again, Djordjevic with a catch and pass. He has great vision. Beautiful pass to the baseline. Chase Filou with the throwdown for two. And Oostende with a 6-2 start. Punter out top, moves it on. Aladori gets it off, and the three is good. Mbaye with his feet set. Beautiful stroke. Djordjevic goes inside. Desiron goes to the right hand, doesn't get the finish. Vale comes down with the defensive rebound. Taylor with the early pick and roll. Vale gets it down low. Inside, outside, the three is gone. And that's short. As he sees, buries the three. Aradori. Vali. Aradori with a lean away two is good.
To the fans of Bologna, it's forbidden to blow on the whistle. Thank you.
Spin to the middle, lean away two is no good. Fila comes up short. Taylor in transition. Quale will retain possession. And there's someone in the crowd with a whistle. The announcer in the arena has just asked them to stop it. And I think the referee wants to talk that one over too, because there's been a few whistles that have, well, distracted me. So I'm sure they would have distracted everybody else. Whatever it is, they've all had a conversation about it. No one seems perturbed. End-line ball for Bologna. By Aradori looks inside, not there. Taylor attacks the drive lane. Created again by good ball movement. Sideline possession. Segafredo versus Bologna on the road. Current leaders of the group have it. Taylor looks to turn the corner, nowhere to go, has to move it on. Bailly goes to the sideline. Aradori. Bailly's got to go up. 3 seconds on the shot clock. It's going to spin to the baseline. Tough lean away is no good. Quale gets a piece, but only to knock it out of bounds, and Oostende will have a chance to build on the 2-point lead. It's a beautiful facility here in Oostende. All the component parts for Oostende are there. Just need to build to a level where they get to compete in these competitions. Castelluc to the inside with the left hand, doesn't get the roll. Bailly comes down with the defensive rebound, but Taylor will advance to basketball. Punter, Bailly fires up the three, short defensive rebound. Good defensive series by Oostende, just would not let the ball be reversed. Always knew where it was. Djordjevic steps back, lets the three go, is long. Aradori to whip the quick three, sweet. Quick release by Kevin Punter. Wow, this is with a nice back cut, turn down the open two. Sissis with the three is good. Really has started confidently. Second three of the night. Quale puts it on the floor, goes back to the right hand, draws contact. They're not going to count that. Substitutions all round. Jurisic, one of the three players checking in for Oostende. Paola is checked in for Bologna. Aradori steps back, long two is short. Good box out. Jurisic will look to hand it over. And TJ Williams has it off the bench. exciting guard. Moema, Jean-Marc going to work down low. And we've got a whistle on the play. Aladoli, not surprisingly, doesn't like the call.
First foul, 21, Aradori.
Quali sits. And he is replaced by Kalavic, the Canadian. Moema thinks about the three, fires it off the dribble, is good. No one had a hand, no one respected Jean-Marc Moema from the three-point line. And the result of that is Oostende opened up the 5-point lead. Punter, little hesitation, backhandles the pass. Well, contact on the closeout as Felipe Bogdanossi draws the contact from Nemanja Jurisic. Aladoli puts it on the floor, tries to create a little contact in the lane and turns it over. TJ Williams with the score off at the stop. Far side of the ring, left hand for two. That's a tough finish. Explodes to the ring for two. Punter fires it up for three, is good. (17-13) scoreline. Apologies, no graphic for that you can see at home. Lassis with a three. Oh my word, he's on fire in the first quarter. Elias Lassis knocks down another three. They try and answer, and it's short. TJ Williams looking to advance the basketball. Nice first quarter here for Oostende. Williams attacks the middle again, so quick, stops and pops is long. And offensively, they keep it alive and recycle. Well, almost a steal. Baldolossi. Malic checks in. Moema has it stripped. Aladori has it. Fires up the three. Got it. How's that for confidence? And another turnover. Aladori tries to find a little separation space. Fires up a prayer. Great work to get it alive, but that's not going to get it at the end of the first. And for as well as Oostende have played, they only lead it by 4. 20-16 at the end of one. Well, Elias, this is one of the stories of that first quarter, as is. The three-point shooting for Oostende, they've shot the ball 80% from beyond the three-point line. Now, they're not going to shoot 80% for the game, but that's a great start for the home team. But even though they shot 80% from the three-point line, they only lead by 4. So start of quarter 2, TJ Williams will advance the basketball. Gets to the lane, oh! Cool as you like down the runway, takes off, throws it down with a one hand. And it just shocked the arena. Just so easy, so powerful. What a highlight. Punter shows a little handle and draws contact. Malic picks up the foul. What a finish by TJ Williams. What an athlete. Doyle moves it on. A tough runner, doesn't get the drop. Great work on the glass. That has had to go to work on the glass. 1 on 3. And Klavic just outworked everybody. Cornu checks in. Aradori will sit. Meanwhile, again, Klavic on the free-throw line. Unique, I think, is the way to describe the free-throw technique. Only goes 1 for 2. Williams fills the double team, beats it and gives it up. That is the key for me. How much Oostende moved the basketball through the air. Got to try and stretch this Bologna defense. Currently in the 2-3 zone. Nice little pass, but through the legs of his teammate. Punter moves the ball quickly. Wide open for 3 is long. Mwema can't get it. And the two-handed flush by Klavic, and they just outworked Oostende. Well, you heard right at the beginning of the game, it's about physicality at the defensive end, and there was a distinct lack of physicality then. Williams in the lane for 2. Sweet as you like. Just sliced through the defense. Cornu has it. Punter gets a little hand in the neck. Klavic trying to go to work. Goes to the left-hand hook. Is no good. And Oostende with a chance to run. Jurisic gets in the lane. Pushes for 2. Is good. Someone's got to stop the basketball. No transition defense whatsoever. Punter will move it on. Well, knocked away. 3-on-2 break. Make that 3-on-1. This just goes up. And he's fouled on the way to the hoop. And Malic will go to the line. And Bologna will take the timeout. They trail 7 with 2 free throws to come. So Coach Sakliapanti wants to talk it over.
called fist up. Fist up. Okay. Screen for shooter. Two solutions for the big man. In defense, we match up on the full court. Don't wait here. Everybody immediately. Like this. When he pass the ball, we tramp. If we go, we can spend one foul. If they have numbers, we can spend a foul. We can spend a foul. So we go fist up in offense, ready for defense rebound. Andiamo.
Het derde is Maas uit Oostende in Serrislaan. Dus heb je je naam gehoord, mag je meteen tijdens de pauze naar het loket gaan om daar die prijs in ontvangst te nemen. De tweede prijs was 4 abonnementen van de krant van West-Vlaanderen. En de derde prijs... De derde prijs was ook een restaurant-etentje in de 21 en Casino Oostende. Dus heb je je naam gehoord, ga meteen tijdens de pauze, tijdens de rust, naar het loket om die prijs in ontvangst te nemen. Dankjewel.
Malic on the free throw line. And comes up empty. And I think we're going to have another one. That's 0 for 3. Bahala moves it on. Nice curl in the lane. Nice pass. Super pass. Tony Taylor just threaded the eye of a needle with the bounce pass. Finished by Klavic, but beautiful pass. Well, Weber trying to go to work underneath. Now gets it on a pop. The long two is long, but they keep it alive. Well, Williams can't make the three. Bologna a chance to eat into the 5-point lead. Well, the floater is no good. Great rebound. Jurisic almost lost balance, but then brings it, attacks it full court in the lane. It's away with a poor shot, and another poor shot, this time Maric with no way of getting the angle on the glass. And Schwartz bails them out a little bit here by failing. Doesn't need to foul at all. There you see it. Bailly checks back in. And Capelletti checks in for the first time. Taylor takes the ball screen, gets to the baseline. Bailly thinks about the three, decides not to put it. Got to put it up now. Takes the three, is short. But Bologna get a new 14. Well, they go upstairs and they go get the finish. Klavic couldn't control. Wemmer will advance the basketball. Williams attacks it, gets into the lane, kicks it. Wemmer for three is no good. And the defensive rebound is controlled by Bologna. Oh. Taylor is just putting on a clinic at the moment. He makes the three. And Oostende, having built a lead, have now been brought back to a 2-point game.
Like we said, he's going under the screen. Jebał bok wyszedł. Jebał wyszedł. Hey, on the big, weak side. Don't cheat 20 million times, no wonder. Low pick rehead, you go over, last man. Hey, ball control, 3 balls when they pick it. Listen to me. We go with the 4 down, continue. No, wait, you, Nemanja. Use it, pop. Guard from here, cut, big side action, man.
TJ Williams, some full court trap, and they do a nice job beating it fairly comfortably. Mumbai gets a piece with 3.4 on the possession. And the long three woefully short. And Bologna, regardless of how well Oostende played so far, you've got that air of a team that is 7-1 in the group. Oh, again, just straight at the defense. Ball's going to belong to Bologna. Tied, new ball game, 26 apiece. Georgievich checks back in. The three is no good. Taylor can't get it. Chance here to run in transition. Georgievich looks at his options, goes down low, foul on the play. Good foul, as it looked like Jurisic was going to throw that one down.
First foul.
Second move was superb by Jurisic. Just under 3.5 to go in the half. And Tony Taylor has it. Fires, the three is off. Tough finish. Puts it on the floor, gets to the middle, foul on the drive, and Djordjevic gets exposed for foot speed again.
Second foul by number 20, Dusan Jones. Pass for Dusan, Zemrats, TJ Williams.
Ryan Qualley checks back in. So does TJ Williams. Taylor. Almost a mishandle, little hesitation, goes to the far side of the ring on the spin and draws contact.
Second foul number 7, Louis Schwartz.
Can't make the second drop.
From the pass from Louis Schwartz, and Zemrats, Lassisi. First foul by number 41.
Elias Lassisi checks back in. Buzar will inbound. And they've called that offensive as Dulicic claims that he had nothing to do with it whatsoever. I think you can tell from that replay he may have had something to do with it. He moves it on. Taylor. Gets a touch in the post, looks to go to work, gets to the middle. Inside, outside kicks. Taylor has it. Takes a tough little runner, but gets a soft drop. Williams. They're going to gap him, offer him the long two, which he takes and can't complete. But Oostende again, just hunted in packs, come up with the offensive rebound. So just over a minute to go in the half. Oostende still have the lead, but it's a very narrow and hard-fought three-point game now. So again, Russell bows out the offense. They come up completely empty. That's one of those momentum moments, approaching the half.
Guys, they all pick and rolls away from two. They set the pick. Hey, these two guys, they come high or stay high, stay low, but this is a bump. Hey, every bounce pass to the left. But okay now, listen, we have 27 seconds. I don't want that we go like a bull on the red. Do you understand? Last 8, 9 seconds. We go with the new where Nemanja will pop. Okay, this guy cut. This guy will look to shape up on the pop. We will drive and find the big side. Literally the last second around. Yes, not too early. Okay. Watch out for press line.
Tied at 35. And Oostende trying to hold for the last shot of the first half. Oh, nice little finish. Jurisic. They go up, they foul him. That's a great decision. Just caught it and went.
First foul by number 8, Buza.
Chance to tie the game before half-time. And they come up empty. And they are coming up empty. They end the first half trailing 37-35 to Oostende. And Oostende have done a really nice job to begin to limit options at the offensive end for Segafredo versus Bologna. There's the confirmation. Oostende with a 37-35 lead at the half.
Oké, ik zie dat ze er helemaal klaar voor zijn. Dames en heren, mag ik een daverapplaus, want hier zijn de Filou Dancers.
So we'll leave you with these highlights of a great first half. We'll be back shortly. Can Oostende get a 3-in-a-row victory over the current leaders of the group, Bologna? Join us in around 10 minutes for the second half.
En die wil heel
So we
graag
got
naar
two stuff
Tenerife.
in offense, ready for defense rebound.
Don't cheat 20 million times. Go quick reset. Go over.
Well, welcome back to Oostende. Both teams back out on the floor. This one is poised with a 2-point advantage for Filou Oostende, 37-35. A super first half. Absolutely outstanding contributions across the roster. And the great thing for both rosters, really, that they've really shared points. That's the key. No one's relying on a particular individual. Points have been shared across the roster, so it's both coaches should feel fairly satisfied. You've got to think, though, Oostende maybe missed an opportunity at the start of that second quarter. They had a little bit of momentum, but you're going up against a Bologna team full of confidence in the Basketball Champions League. TJ Williams was excellent off the bench for Oostende, 11 points, 3 from 6 from the floor. And the first of those was that phenomenal athletic play. Just down the middle and just they exploded and threw it down. Tony Taylor was good again for Bologna. Ryan Quali really didn't get going. They went to Quali early. Got his first 2 field goal attempts up in the first 2 possessions, but didn't really get to see the ball after that. And that's a little surprising given his performances in the recent games. So poised is a good way of wording this one. But is it going to be the Oostende team that we've seen in the last 2 weeks where they find a way to win, or the Oostende team that we've seen too many times really where they've found ways to lose games? Start of the second half and possession with Bologna on the wrong end of a 37-35 scoreline. Oh, easy play. Execution is the name of the game. Quali gets his 2 and ties it at 37. New ball game with 9:40 to go in the third quarter. Assisi puts it on the floor. He's been so good, so aggressive all night. Here it goes inside. Tough finish. Solid finish by Yannick Desolon. Really is growing into a quality big man. Nice start. Konu thinks about it. Could have turned the corner. Aradoli moves it on. Quali going to work. Gets fouled. Surely gets fouled. They just walked through him on the jump hook. Watch this. Gets position, goes up, and he's just walked through. No call. Interesting. Djordjevic. Same thing we said early on. The more he passes, the better for the team. Fila is short with the 3, and Taylor and Cornu looks to push. Quali outside, looks to move it on. Mbaye down the middle, left hand to the glass for 2, and just cannot get it to drop. And Djordjevic will give it up. The CC's gets to the middle, stops, little floater, can't get it to drop, and had more time, you think, than he felt he had. Aladori. Same thing for Bologna. Need to move the basketball. Taylor has it on a ball reversal. Little elbow jump shot is good, and Bologna take the lead. So many good things happen when the ball hits the second side. The CCs will get it into the half court. Djordjevic turns down the ball screen, gets to the foul line. A lot of dribble. Now wants another ball screen. Still on the dribble. Takes the foul line. Jump shot is good. Found a little bit of separation. Building nicely this one. Taylor. Aladori on a little curl in traffic is blocked. And Desolon gets rid of it, and Djordjevic pushes. As he sees, floats it. Great effort on the glass as a team. And Vincent Kestelut gets the 2. But the whole of Oostende outworked Bologna on that play. 7 to go in the third. Quali wants it down low. Surely going to get a touch. No, they go high. Great pass, great angle, and one. Just fundamentally so sound. Change the angle, go inside. Quali will go to the free throw line for the extra. Right, Quali gets the extra and re-establishes Bologna's lead. Djordjevic, 1-2-2 zone. Nice pass. Straight down the gut in the big seam of the zone, but they literally dodge a bullet on that one. Taylor fires the three, way short. Ball is collected and Djordjevic has it. Well, they make the adjustment. That's offensive. You can see the palms of the offensive players' hands. Easy call for the official. Desmond picks up the personal. Watch this. Wraps his arms around. But he can't do anything about it. Offensive foul. No need for it either. That's 2 quick fouls. Desmond goes to 4 in no time. Taylor gets it into the half court. May, hands off. Quali gets it at the elbow. Far side of the ring, off the glass for 2. Tough move, took a lot of contact. Jump hook is good. Durasic gets the 2. Neither team really finding a lot of joy defensively here. Offense definitely ruling the game at the moment. Quali again going to work down low, gets it very deep. Off the glass again, can't get it, but gets his own rebound, can't finish. Oostende dodged the bullet. Djordjevic moves it through the air. Filou goes down low. Durasic. Nice pass, beautiful pass. Kisteluk gets the soft throwdown. Quali just gets caught looking at the ball. No one dropped to help him. Taylor, little hesitation. Aladori for 3 is long. Taylor keeps it alive. Quali has it. Mbaye puts it on the floor in the lane and kick. Aladori. 3 on the possession. Aradori with a turnaround jump shot is no good. And Durasic gets it and goes. Sissis with the mid-range 2 is no good. Great work on the glass though. Oh, they just used all his strength. The 3 in transition is off. Who's coming down with that one? Mbaye just rips it away and gets the 2. Amadou Mbaye just outworked everybody. Game beautifully poised. Nice flare by Sissis. Durasic can't get the long 3 to drop. Aradori will bring it. Mbaye rips and goes and kicks. Quali like dives, they can't find it. Nice wraparound. And if we were playing football, the crowd would be shouting nuts. Straight through the legs of Mbaye. Down the middle, beautiful finish. And let's see this again. He's just been so aggressive. And he just freezes the defense with a little hesitation. Oh, so many lead changes. Bay to the middle in the lane with a little floater off the glass is no good. 3-on-2. Great execution. Filou gets the 2. The timing of the pass was excellent. And that CC's look, it's really grown into a really senior role on this team. Punter in the lane is fouled. Punter gets it on the curl. There's the foul with a hand on the hip. Substitution coming in for Bologna. Baldolossi checks in while Kevin Punter is on the free throw line. Super game here. 3:05 to go in 3. Punter a chance to make it a 1-point game. If there is a stat that no one likes tonight, it'll be the free throw stat. Oostende only shooting 50%. Bologna even worse, 37% from the line until that one goes in. So make that just over 40. 3-point game. Last 3 minutes of the third. And Oostende, at various points in their Champions League's history, have struggled in third quarters, but they haven't in this one. Assisi penetrates. Filou gives it up. Assisi's deep in the corner for 3 is off. And Punter brings it in. Capelletti out top. Got it by Assisi. Inside touch for Kladic. Gets deep off the glass, can't get it to drop. Wouldn't use his left hand, didn't have any angle. Foul by Konu, stops the break. Well, they're going to have a look at it for was it an unsportsmanlike foul? I normally think if you think it's an unsportsmanlike at the time, they would call it. There was a reach for the basketball. If this is unsportsmanlike, then I think well, he was in the vicinity of the ball, trying to knock the ball away, or was he just sticking his arm there to stop the break? That's the debate. And I think exactly the right call. I do think that the use of the technology is a great thing. Sometimes it will stop the flow of the game, perhaps, but it's so important to get things right. TJ Williams in the game. If his impact in this third quarter is anything like the first quarter, watch out. Get those cameras trained on the basket. Jurisic will move it on. Filou, who's had a solid game so far. Let's see, he turns the corner, goes upstairs, and Jurisic with a lay-in. Assisi's aggression again pays dividends. Capelletti moves it on. Got to put it up. Punter in the lane, takes the tough one, he's fouled and will go to the free throw line. And Kestelou gets hooked up, and then you can see all over his arm. Well, as you mentioned, 3 throws have not been impressive for either roster. And yet another free throw goes begging. And punter makes the second. 1:30 to go in 3. And Bologna extend the defense. Nice find. Filou goes upstairs. Jurisic can't finish. Poor pass. Mass disappointment in the gym. Looking at another highlight. Eye for 3. Got it. Kironu ties it at 53. Timeout. Filou goes upstairs, and you can see there's no way Jurisic had control of that. Why not just take the 2 points?
Stop on the ball, bitch. Yeah, bonus. Listen. One down. Organize. If they pressure now.
De beste team in het veld van de Coca-Cola-Dense, dat is de Filou. Beste team, we gaan jullie nodig hebben. Wat zijn al die ballen? Zet ze allemaal eens in de lucht. Clap your hands.
Get the ball. Go. No. They press. You get the ball. Okay. Cross half court. Or here, hand off and go. One down first. Let's go, boys.
Well, they haven't really had an issue beating the press all night. In fact, the missed dunk opportunity was against the press. In many ways, if they take care of the basketball the way they have, they would want Bologna to try and press. They've had good opportunities going against the press throughout the whole evening. TJ Williams has it. Bologna up the floor again. TJ Williams gets underneath the trap, gives it up, and gets it back. Jurisic puts it on the floor and throws it out of bounds. Almost beat himself. Capelletti into the half court, 1-4 set outside. They get the back screen wide open underneath, they miss it. Three's away, and well, let's just say short. Press again for Bologna, really trying to force the issue. Jurisic will hand it off. Cici's just had it taken away. Capelletti steals it. That's an unsportsmanlike foul. That is an unsportsmanlike foul. They're not going to review it. That to me just looked like the Cici's was disappointed about turning the ball over and just she threw his elbow, his shoulder into Capelletti. Loic Schwartz checks in. He'll take Lessisi's place. And yet another free throw. Does not drop. Well, they're still under 50% from the free throw line. If they do lose this Bologna, that's where they'll look first. There's around a 3-second differential between possession and game clock. And TJ Williams is just about to commit a turnover. Now, the Oostende in previous years would really dwell on that mistake. In the last 2 weeks, they've just forgotten about it and moved on. Which Oostende is in the game? Cappelletti with the last 10 seconds of the third. Upstairs, oh my word, what a play! Kravitz just threw it down. Williams the other way, puts it up, is fouled, and they're going to call it, I think it was in the act of, just straightforward pick and roll action. Beautiful timing, and they found him on the way to the hoop. I think Williams is going to the line. Well, they're going to check it. Let's have a look. On the floor, there's the foul. It already picked it up. Should be shooting too. Foul, already picked up. I think he's shooting too. Referee on the baseline automatically signaled 2 shots. And I think they may be looking at, did it happen during time or what time expired? Let's just take a look. 1, 6, 5, the 10th of seconds. No, he still has. The whistle is going to go now, and there is still time on the clock. He should be shooting too. No foul. I don't think the shots would have counted. Now, with time expired, TJ Williams has a chance to make this a 1-point game, and we are poised at the start of 4. The joy of a traveling fan. If you're going to make these trips, you've got to have fun. Well, we keep mentioning so much history in this Bologna organization. They sat at the very top, the very pinnacle of European club basketball around the turn of the millennium. Some of those traveling fans may not even have been alive when they were the best in Europe. This Oostende crowd, you got to hope they get, well, let's just say in bold, because they could become a big factor in this facility. As you say, beautiful facility. Well, TJ Williams has had a long time to think about these 2 free throws. Let's hope he remembers those hours and hours of practice. Looks like he did on the first. And that will do it for the third quarter. Bologna have the narrowest of leads. They've turned a 2-point deficit into a 1-point lead in the third. They lead at 56-55. There's about 10 minutes to go. Do they stay with the one loss? Or do Oostende make a big, big step towards potential qualification for the postseason? Here we go then. The fourth quarter here in Oostende. Bologna on the road, top the group with only one loss and lead by one here right now. Klavitsko on baseline, needs a pass, finds one. Belletti puts it on the floor, steps back, takes the lean back two, is no good. Swartz comes down with a rebound, calls the half court. TJ Williams. A lot of dribble. Capelletti's playing good defense here. Williams looks inside, nice pass. And one. Jurisic, great roll, even better pass. Nice finish. Free throw line to give Oostende a 2-point lead. Jurisic makes the free throw. Capelletti into the half court. Punter moves it on. Capelletti looks down low. Gets it inside. Barolossi. Baseline is open if he wants to take it. Spins back to the inside. Has it knocked away. Swartz comes down with it. Numbers down the floor and they miss Jurisic wide open. Nari gets a touch. Going baseline and that's a blocking foul. The ball fouls on the floor, and for as much effort as Klavitz put in, there's no way he's containing Jurisic on the dribble. Aladori checks in, Taylor back. As Coach Scacriapanti brings back his starters. Quale still on the bench. Williams, long two with the step back, is off. Your Mark Wemmer as he always is, so active on the glass, but Taylor has it and advances the basketball for Bologna. They hit the second sideline pick and roll action, they turn it down. Punter fires it up, feet set, drops the three. Such a clutch shooter, just gets his feet set, sets his head on the target, and Bologna after yet another lead change. Oh, nice look, foul on the play as TJ Williams tried to back cut to the hoop. This is so nip and tuck. That's the 17th lead change. These teams just going head to head, toe to toe, whatever part of the anatomy you want to talk about. What you've got now is a game that's going right down to the wire. Bologna lead it by 1 with 8 to go in the fourth. TJ Williams has it on the baseline. Ursic puts it on the floor, goes down the middle, throws up the little weak finger roll and doesn't get the drop. Taylor going the other way. Right, lines up, opens up. He's fouled on the way up. He'll go to the free throw line. I think Taylor's a little more tired than he thought. He's going to throw that down, didn't get above the ring, but drew the foul. Now Bologna just have to put the last 3 quarters behind them. The fact they have shot just over 40% means nothing right now. Go back to being the free throw team you have been all year. Taylor makes the first. Two for two, exactly what the doctor ordered. And for a team that shoots the ball at 75%, that's a little bit more like it. Williams finds Schwartz on the ball reversal. He somehow finds Jean-Marc Mwema. Williams on the dribble is a handful. Looks to attack it, just goes, oh! And 1 for TJ Williams. He just leaves the defense for dead and says, take that. Big time play, big time finish. And Klavic is in the wrong place at the wrong time and he's going to be in the wrong photograph tomorrow morning. TJ Williams to tie the game yet again. As he does, and we are tied again. We have a new ball game with 7:28 to go in the fourth. Taylor in the half court, Punter on a curl, in the lane, fires it. And Schwartz comes down with it. Williams. Mwema with the soft screen. Schwartz drops it inside, and Dinisic is fouled as he powers up. And that's just another defensive breakdown.
Third foul, number 11, Kravic.
Which on the free throw line. 65% free throw shooter across the first 8 weeks of the Basketball Champions League. Oostende another lead change. He goes 2 for 2. Kwali is about to step back in, as is Mbaye. So Bologna back with the starters with 7 minutes to go. Oostende have a 2-point lead. Odori is fouled as he tried to rip and go. Nedim Bouza picks up the personal. Alodori Guarded by Boozer, who gets screened by Quali. Aradori in the lane, can't get it to Quali. Aradori for three. Oh, sweet as you like off the scramble. We've got yet another lead change. 64-63. Well, they've counted it as two, so we're tied. New game at 6:25. Swartz, long two, is short. And we're going to have a jump ball, and that's a big-time effort by Desilon. Had no right to really get this, given the Quali's there. There's Mbaye's there. 14-second reset. Oostende have it on the baseline. They did count that as a three. TJ Williams. Long two, fires it up, knocks it down. Wow, TJ Williams enjoying the moment. Taylor. Quali gets the screen and dives. Well, the pass was there, they just couldn't execute it. And the reason they couldn't execute it came off the foot. They go long. Aradori. Quali gets the ball screen and rolls. Aradori with a lean back two is no good. Swartz gets another defensive rebound. He'll push. And we're halfway through the fourth. And there's still nothing to choose between these two teams. Muema lines up the three. Got it! 4-point lead. Oostende open it up to a two-possession game on the Jean-Marc Muema three. Timeout, Bologna. Time to talk about it. Time to refocus.
Every closeout, aggressive. Every closeout, no separation. Now don't go under 2 times in a row. Yeah, but not 2 times in a row. Only the first one, Tony. Yeah, but it's here. When he passes here, okay. On the second, stay with him. Okay. Now, guys, in offense, we call flag. Flag. Here, for you. You scream. 1 and 2. Okay. Flag up. And after what's up in this? Go. 1, 2, 3. With it, bro.
So Bologna after the timeout, after dropping down 6 now. Oh! He didn't get the call, but Pointer just knocked down the three. Swartz was all over him. Still gets it away. TJ Williams into the half court. Swartz gets it. Gets it back to TJ Williams, who attacks the middle. Off the ball screen, it's in a little traffic, kicks it, Muema. Got a whistle on the play, travel. Change of pivot foot. Taylor will send Aladori to the weak side. Mbaye. Guarded by Muema. Whistle on the play. That'll be the 3rd team foul for Oostende. Swartz picks up the personal. (14-second reset). 4:44. Taylor takes the ball screen. Quali, and they've got another foul on it, and Desilon will sit. That's his 5th personal. Well, the hard show was too hard.
Fifth foul, number 13, Yannick Gezero. Laatste keer applaus voor Yannick
Dursic will replace the fouled out. Desir. There's the foul. Why put your hands out? Not on 4 fouls. Just control yourself. Mbaye with 5 on the possession. Fires up the long 2 is good. And we have yet another lead change. There must be 20 lead changes on the game. TJ Williams into the half court, just over 4 to go. Dursic outside. Quali will gap him. Bambuza moves it on. Schwartz open for 3, drops it. Roy Schwartz. Nothing but string on the 3. Quali will roll. Tries to find a little hole. Now he has it straight through his legs though. Great scramble. Dursic goes strong and gets the 2. Decisive decision by Dursic, gets rewarded. Pointer into the half court for Bologna. Game of momentum swings. Pointer attacks the drive lane off the glass for 2. Tough play. Schwartz looks at all his teammates for help. No one helped from the bottom of the split line at all. TJ Williams drops into Dursic. Oh, a little hesitation for 2 for Buza. Netting Buza, the Bosnian. Great read. Ball's knocked away by Aladori. He'll go to the free throw line. And the crowd are in it now. A lot of noise here. There's the foul. Aladori on the free throw line. Simply has to make both. Makes the first. Aladori's, well, as near as, damn it, an 80% free throw shooter, 78.5% on the Champions League season. He goes 2 for 2. And we're back to a 2-point game. 2:50 to go. Do Oostende really turn the corner? Do they really become a competitor? A contender, perhaps, in the Basketball Champions League? Can they get the win in this type of situation? Buza puts it on the floor. Baseline, needs a pass. Find it wide open. In the corner for 3 is short. Schwartz gets, oh, tough finish over Quale. Gets his own rebound. Taylor finds it, sorry, Pointer finds a little space. Quale comes down with a rebound and will go to the free throw line. Frustration for Schwartz. Quale gets, and there's a foul. Well, Quale's a 70% free throw shooter on Basketball Champions League. More focus than there was earlier on from the free throw line for Bologna. Quale makes the first. And he goes 2 for 2, and we're back at a 2-point game. Sakaliapanti been here before, numerous occasions. TJ Williams moves it on. Jean-Marc Muema spins in the lane, little ball fake, goes with a jump hook. Is no good, and Quale cleans up on the glass. Aladori. Aladori turns the corner. Steps back for 3 is no good. Quale keeps it alive. Great effort. That's effort. May puts it on the floor. Spins to the baseline. Draws contact. And Schwartz will have to sit. Mbaye is going to the free throw line. Stay on the floor. This will check back in. Bay on the free throw line. Chance to tie the game again with 1:30 to go. Another free throw. Fouls to go into the book. One for two. We have a 1-point game, 1:30 to go. Well, a second ticked off the clock. I'm sure they'll put that back. Timeout to Oostende. They lead by 1:30 to go. They're 1:30 away from going 3 in a row in the Basketball Champions League. I don't think they've ever done that before. They go end line. They choose to go end line with a 24 as opposed to front court with a 14. Williams has it, moves it on, Wemmer. And they're all over the Williams' passing lane. They're just knocking. That's great defense by Taylor. And Boozer fires up the three, way short. And Bologna get the defensive rebound and a chance to lead it. You've got to credit Taylor so much. Just would not let the ball go in there. May puts it on the floor, kicks it. Eridori for three, it's short. Wemmer rebounded that as though his life depended on it. Assis, no one will want to foul right now. You've got to trust your defense. Assis takes the ball screen, turns it down. Nara will take it. Boozer again ends up with a basketball, penetrates, ball's knocked away, comes off his thigh, and the ball will belong to Bologna. And Bologna will have 21.7 seconds to win on the road here in Oostende and go to 8-1 in the group. And Sakadiapanti will take the timeout. He'll probably take it in the backcourt, which means he will have the last shot. Oostende just have to play 21 seconds of defense to go 3 in a row and put themselves right back in contention for a playoff spot.
Guys. Now, Brian, you screen here for Tony. Tony, you see the ball. You pass. You wait. After 5, 4, Kevin, Diego. Okay. Okay. Here.
Quality might get it on the inside. He's got Pointer on the outside on the perimeter. They only need a 2 to win the game. You've got to hope they go inside, and if they don't score, they'll go to the free throw line to win it. You know Pointer will want to take it. And Bailly just checks, asks for a little bit of help. And Bologna will take it in the backcourt. So Bologna, one shot at getting the road win. Taylor has it. Well, he comes and rolls. They miss him on the inside. Bailly for the win. Misses the layup. Defensive rebound. Jurisic gives it up. And Oostende have found the way to win. Have gone 3 in a row and move into contention for the postseason. The team that found ways to lose is now regularly finding ways to win. Confidence will go sky high. That is a huge win for Oostende. A 29-point loss in game day 2. Now they get a 1-point win at home, and they move up to 4 and 5. And Bailly going for the win off the glass. Bologna does a great job challenging it without fouling. And Oostende refused to lose and found a way to win. They win it 77 to 76. Bologna will drop to 7 and 2. And Oostende are on a roll. TJ Williams at the point made a huge difference, but contributions. Jurisic on the inside, outstanding. Bologna superb down the end of the game. Bologna thank the traveling fans, but will make their way back to Italy. Will have their league games at the end of the week and then get the Christmas break, where however long that is. Here's the numbers: 56 and 40% for Oostende. They win the battle on the glass by 39 to 31, 16 assists. They shared the ball nicely, turned it over far too many times for them. But Bologna were 7 and 0. Are now 7 and 2. They're going to break that losing streak. They want to retain leadership of this group. Jurisic had 19 points. Jurisic in foul trouble, led the rebounding numbers for Oostende. Williams with 14 points off the bench. Lassisi's was positive the whole game. The crowd will grow as this team wins games in the Basketball Champions League. They will develop from this into potentially a contender. But smiles all around the facility, whether you are young or old. The great and the good of Oostende make their way out. I'm sure they'll be celebrating. Nice European Basketball Champions League present for the fans. Bologna will make the trip home. Almost in the playoffs already. But they will not enjoy the loss. Going to get some highlights of what was a tremendous performance. TJ Williams distributed from the point. Jurisic finishes. Pointer was good, but then Williams can do this to you. Can just do that. Second dunk in traffic on the night. And when he goes, he's tough to stop. Aradori, his usual solid self. If Williams can add a more consistent perimeter game, he's going to be the real deal. Jean-Marc Muema has been a stalwart of this Oostende lineup. And tonight, both points-wise and rebound-wise, he was immense. Swartz was good in the second half, really gave some energy. But Duricic, as we said in commentary, was decisive and strong all night. Pointer tried, and then ultimately it wasn't going to be enough. But you've got to say, as Boozer made the little hesitation for two, the Oostende in the past would have found ways to lose that game. But instead of that, plays like this that were short, but they get an offensive rebound. They find ways to get the win. And that's the difference between Oostende now and Oostende at the start of the season. There was the missed two. Duricic collects the rebound and then just throws it up. And Oostende got the win. Means a lot. Means the momentum is maintained. Means they go 3 wins in a row. Puts them in great position to mount a second half of the season challenge to the playoffs. So coaching staff happy, players ecstatic. And Oostende have downed Bologna. They've dropped Bologna to 7-2. Going to get a look at the standings in that group. Here they are. Bologna still sit there at 7-2. Now only 1 game clear of Strasbourg and Prometheus Patlas on 6-3. But look at the bottom. Oostende 4-5. There are 4 teams now locked at 4-5 for 1 spot in the playoffs. Only 2 games back from the 3rd place. It's been a great night in Oostende. We'll see you after Christmas. Hope you have a great one. Enjoy the festivities, and we'll see you in 2019.
Kom op Christophe, je kan het. Ja. Binnen de 4, Tim Lambrecht. Binnen de 6, Elias Lassisi. Binnen de 7, Louis Schwartz. Binnen de 8. Elias Lassisi was ready. Blijf gerust zitten voor de halftime show. Blijkbaar hebben we de Filou dancers hier over de vloer straks. Dus blijf gerust zitten en tot straks.
They are now, we can spend a foul. We can spend a foul. So we got fist up in offense, ready for defense rebound.
Don't cheat 20 million times. Go quick reset. Go over.
Bedankt voor uw komst hier.